The link down below has been replaced, but I still urge you to head to the link below, educate yourself, and consider supporting Ukraine financially. All the sources down there have been vetted. Your money will go to the right place. Yuri, there's a small fleet up ahead. Out here? Are they from Abyss? No, let's see. Ah, it's the Rudianos, Seiko ship. What? Where's the rest of his fleet? It looks like it's just him and 5 other ships. Weird. I wonder what that dude's got up his sleeve. We have transmission from the Rudianos. Yuri, I'm here to put an end to this once and for all. And why'd you come all this way with so few ships? Enough talk already! We got a date with destiny. And I ain't brought flowers. You and me, head to head, man to man, right here, right now. You know what needs to be done. Yep. It's you and me to the death, Seiko. Now there's the Yuri I know and love. Let's get it on, Yuri. I'm gunning for you. You did not bring enough ships. I will swat your goddamn thing out of the sky. He did bring a carrier, though. He did bring a carrier. So it is carrier group versus carrier group, and Lugo Valos fighters are actually capable of putting up a decent fight. We might be evenly matched here, but definitely not in terms of firepower. My firepower has... What are you doing? Upping the crit. My firepower has more than tripled since we last fought, Seiko. Quadrupled, even. You must forgive the game, there's a lot on screen right now. Alright, get everything. Oh, ooh. We're pushing their fighters back, but it took a minute. We're smacking down his battleship nice and smooth like it. Wait, that's all you could do. Fine. Gun down his little pencil-looking ships. Pencils eliminated. Keeps upping the crit. More crit. He hasn't even fired. Oh, okay, he fired once, but it didn't do anything. Dude, shoot something at me! I thought this was a fight to the death! Unless... Seiko, do you not have long-range weapons that can hit me right now? I think his ships are faster than mine, too.
All guns, check firing tables and calculate course projections. Hurry!
We gotta knock out that frigate.
Urgent attack on enemy target. Fire all guns.
I'm gonna see why this is stuttering so bad. Because, like, the computer's gotten more powerful since we last played this, too. Ooh, he survived that? Okay. What the fuck? He's riding right up on us. Looks like he's gonna ram us. I don't know if a ramming maneuver is gonna be effective there, Seiko. You know my ship is bigger than yours, right? think it, at least I think it is.
Inflate the reading.
I think my ship is bigger. We dodged it, for real. My turn. Okay, you know what?
Enemy maintaining same distance and speed. Movement pattern projection completed. Projected pattern adjusted to 0.05. Burst maximum 36. All guns, fire.
It's not any better, actually. And that part right there always lags. That's just the game engine unable to keep up. Alright, let's see what kind of punishment that carrier of yours can take. Not enough. I'm disappointed, too, because I like the design of their carrier. The multiple carrier decks, that is a great looking ship. Seiko's ship just looks like the goddamn Yamato, and that, yeah. Clearly taking some design inspiration off the Yamato, but he does have those ventral guns, which helps. Not sure what kind of punishment that thing can take. He's actually hanging in there. Right as I said that. Really? Seiko! Buddy! You've learned a thing or two since we last met, Yuri. I guess surviving life or death struggles will do that for you. Listen, Seiko, you're the supreme commander of the invasion forces. Why would you do something as reckless as this? I just wanted to finish you off myself before my father's fleet of a zillion ships blasted you into cosmic dust. Your father? You mean Emperor Tyrannus' fleet is on the way? Shit, I probably shouldn't have given you that very valuable intel. But yeah. He's already reached the SMC and is getting ready for the final assault on the LMC now. Every fleet in this galaxy is one step away from total destruction. Now shut up and finish me off already. No, I don't think so. Huh? Yuri, what the grus? I'm not doing it out of pity, Seiko. I want you to go back to Emperor Tyrannus and try to broker peace between us. Don't be stupid, Yuri. Do you really think my father's gonna go for that? Maybe, if my objective and Emperor Tyrannus's are the same. What the gross are you talking about? I know the true enemy of your father is trying to defeat. We should be on the same side. True enemy? What the gross are you talking about? The Overlords, Seiko. Overlords? Who are they? As your father, he'll tell you. I'm counting on you, Seiko. We must have peace between us. Hey, no, wait! Yuri, you bastard! Get back here! You know my ship is bigger than yours? I could probably confirm that, too. Yuri? Ugh. Seiko slams his fist down hard onto a control panel. Prince Seikolis, is there any truth behind what Yuri said? Hey, Ian, haven't seen you in a while. Don't ask me. I never heard anything like that from my father. Summon the Abanoba and Epona. I'm gonna go pay a visit to my father. Yes, Your Highness. Ian didn't have a special voice. It was just, he was actually part of the main cast for a while, so we never gave him one. Okay, so... let me see here. I can get info on... I believe what Seiko is flying is a battleship. Lugovalos has 6 battleships. I will... Okay, so it's not the Belinus. Here it is, I found it. Okay, so he is flying a Nahalina class battleship, which has a length of 3,700 meters. The Evstafi. His ship is actually longer by like 400 meters. How about that? Mine definitely looks cooler, though. Oh, my lord, that's a good-looking ship. Alright, is there anything between now and... Yes, we should go to Yanagoron. Yuri tilts his glass next to the epitaph that was once Kira. Seeing this, Torlo Adkin comes over and sits down next to him. Hey, that brings back memories. Is that the epitaph the old man gave you? Come to think of it, that's what started it all, huh? We've sure had our share of adventures, haven't we? And now it's showdown time with Lugovalos. Maybe it's the epitaphs that have been leading us the whole way. What if that were really true, Torlo? If that's true that we've been led here by the epitaphs, and they're the reason that we travel through the Sea of Stars, then... Whoa, hold it right there. I'm here because of my own free will. I got no idea what kind of powers those epitaphs have got, but I ain't out here just because some rock told me and talked me into it. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. That's it. That's all we had to do. Shipyard. How expensive was the Corsair? Yeah, okay. Not even close. Not even close. I'm happy with the Evstafi. I've already got a new ship to replace our Regionland battleship. I mean, I don't have it. We unlock it later. But I got it all picked out. Okay, so Wolfret, bip, 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 bip. We're heading all the way back. Out of the way. Man, you guys are, like... Attention all ships. We're entering a sector susceptible to the starburst effect. Boost radar sensitivity to maximum. Then nothing. We've left the starburst region, returning radar to normal mode. We should always have that at maximum, though, I think. Anyway, a disc lane. Remember this place? We were using it as a base during the legendary episode. That should about do it. Yuri is facing the console at the captain's seat, busily manipulating some controls. Thomas, would you convert this data to SDF code and send it over to Lennox? SDF code, really? Thomas's face tenses up ever so slightly when he hears the word SDF. Well, I mean, it's not a word, it's an acronym. It's the highest level of secret military code there is. Yep. Have Lennox forward it to President Bryan, too. You got it, Captain. Realizing how classified the data is, Thomas refrains from further questioning and begins preparing the data transfer. Yuri leans back in his seat and watches Thomas, whereupon he hears the door behind him open and close. Captain, do you have a moment? Is something the matter, Professor Minas? No, it's nothing like that. It's about the Ark of the Progenitors, actually. I was hoping you might be ready to tell me exactly what it was that happened to you over there. Yes, well, I realize that something quite serious might have occurred in there. It was quite apparent to all of us, judging from your manner and appearance after you got back. But in the past, you were able to talk to me about your own power, phenomena, fluctuation sectors, and the like. So I thought perhaps you could talk to me about this latest incident too. I don't know. Oh no, Yuri. You don't have to tell me this very second. Whenever you feel ready, I'll be waiting for you. With that, Gavril Minas proceeds to walk off the bridge. Suddenly, Yuri thinks of something and calls out to the professor, a hint of desperation in his voice. Professor Minas! I have a question for you. Yes? Do you remember Kira? Kira? Now, who might that be? Oh, no, never mind. I just thought you might remember her. Yuri cannot hide his disappointment. The professor studies his face for a while, hoping to find some sort of answer there. But finding none, he turns around and leaves. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began, and I'll tell you all about it if I see you again. If I see you again. Getting her back might be tricky. Very tricky. Okay. That's a lot! Something's out there. Looks like there's about 50,000... No, wait, it's more like 200,000 ships or close to it. Whoa. It seems the Coalition fleet is finally assembled and ready. Alright. This should be enough to face off against those Lugavalians, right? Spetsy sector in the SMC. Remember Spetzies? Prince Sikolas, about what Yuri said when... Relax, Ian. This is a man we've been allies and enemies with. I'd say he's worthy of our trust. Yes, Your Highness. That's true. But for both of them, actually. I'm gonna go see my father now, Ian. Coyle, you two hold down the fort, alright? Yes, Your Highness. Yes, Your Highness. Several hours later, Siko is in the throne room meeting with his father, Emperor Tyrannus of Lugovalos. You have to wait hours for this? No one else is present. Father, how come you never told me about the overlords? Where did you hear that name? Yuri told me. He says you know all about them. Aren't these overlords our real enemies? And his too? You speak as if you already understand. Father, is that the true reason behind our conquest of the universe and the quest to find the epitaphs? You've got to answer me, Father. The overlords are the ones who created this universe, and they shall be the ones who ultimately destroy it, I'm afraid. Destroy it? What, the whole universe?
Yes, their true nature is unknown. But we do know they control the Void Gates and the Cosmic Trade Authority as well. As such, victory will only come by forcing a united sense of purpose upon all mankind.
So it is true. If that's the case, why can't we just join up with Yuri and his people to fight these jerks?
Have you learned nothing thus far?
What do you mean?
Ultimately, people will only fight for their own gain. They never unite, unless they're led by someone with power greater than their own.
But Yuri, this guy's different. He has the same power as you, Father, and he knows the truth.
Enough, Seekers!
Emperor Tyrannus refuses to hear anymore. Seiko, who knows his father's temperament all too well, curbs his frustration and glares down at his shoes, shaking. But something seems to snap inside of Seiko, and he raises his head and speaks. Fine. If you don't want to listen to me, then I'll just have to make you. Seiko races over to the throne and thrusts his sword at Father, the Emperor.
Well now, so you would strike down your own father?
He looks different in this picture. Almost human, actually.
All because of this Yuri, a mere upstart foreigner.
It's not 'cause of Yuri. I just think that the Lugovalian people have already suffered enough. I mean, if we know these overlords are so powerful, it would be stupid to fight people who only want the same thing as us. Why can't we work together to take down our common enemy?
Such foolishness. I have witnessed many men who have lost the will to fight and prostrated themselves when faced with the Overlord's might.
But Yuri's not that kind of guy.
So you say. Very well then. I shall go forth and ascertain this with my own eyes.
Huh? No, wait!
Foolish boy. Spend some time alone until you've cooled off and cleared your mind.
You just punched a dude who had a sword to your face. The man's a full-on god. Men write love letters to him and women name their sex toys after him. Oh, hey. I really should talk to the professor about what happened. Yuri has finally resolved to tell Gavril Minas about what happened at the Ark of the Progenitors. He takes a deep breath and walks over to where the professor is sitting.
Really? You finally decided to tell me about what transpired on the Ark?
Yeah, but it probably won't make much sense. I hope you'll bear with me.
Don't be silly. I specialize in not making sense. What I mean is, I'm all ears.
Alright then, here goes.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
The professor cannot hide his excitement at what Yuri has said. He makes this known with repeated shouts and exclamations, but he soon realizes Yuri's state of mind and, ashamed, bows his head quietly.
Please forgive me, Yuri. You've lost someone special to you in the process, did you not? I didn't mean to get so worked up like that.
It's all right.
Still, to be able to wipe the existence of this Kira you mentioned from the very fabric of the universe. Perhaps these overlords possess powers quite similar to yours.
Similar to mine? How do you mean?
Perhaps these beings you call the overlords have granted you powers that are analogs to their own. Actually, when I heard that you had stabilized a phenomena fluctuation sector, I came up with my own hypothesis of sorts.
What sort of hypothesis?
In a flux sector, all phenomena exists in a fluctuating or unstable state.
Now, if I am correct, that fluctuation can be stabilized by having you observe it on account of your special powers. In short, I believe that your very purpose in our universe is to serve as an observer. Someone who can stabilize flux sectors imperceptible to ordinary human beings. So that's why you think the Overlords created me? I believe so. And it seems that your latest desire is somehow reflected in your use of that stabilization power. What do you mean, latent desire? The first time you stabilized a flux sector, it resulted in the Avest sector, did it not? I guess that's right. At that time, the dispute between Kalimnos and Novanakia weighed heavy on your heart. You believed that the problem would be resolved if only there were a greater number of habitable planets nearby. Well, if my hypothesis is correct, that is why so many new planetary systems with habitable zones resulted when you stabilized the Avest sector. And what about the second time? You willed the Desmond Gate to disappear, and that's exactly what happened. That's insane. I mean, those are godlike powers you're talking about. No, they're not quite so handy or powerful as that. After all, they can only directly affect flux sectors. Still, all that is stabilized as a result of your power. It affects the perception of every human being in the universe. The Overlord's wiping of Kira's existence from our minds and from the universe itself is perhaps the antithesis of your power. You might be right. The professor finishes off his drink while eyeing Yuri, who has suddenly turned very silent. After a brief pause, the professor begins to speak again. Well, I suppose our next piece of business is to figure out how to oppose these overlords, or whatever they are. But we don't have enough information to even start thinking about that. Oh, I beg to differ, Captain. We already have it. Or at least in the memory of the android that was once Kira. If what you said is true, she must have come in contact with the Overlord's information stream when she accessed that system. Even if she did, I could never... No. I was not suggesting that we disassemble her remains or anything brutish like that. But we could extract and analyze the data she accessed at the Ark of the Progenitors. Don't you think this is what she would have wanted? After all, she put herself at risk to get you that information. Yes. Yeah, all right. Please extract and analyze the data for me. You can count on me, Captain. And rest assured, I won't do anything that would even put the slightest dent on her android's body. Thank you, Professor. Oh, and one more thing. I believe that the epitaph that you said appeared by her body will prove quite useful in the future. Keep it safe. What makes you say that? Because it is the vessel in which that young lady's true feelings were cradled. Her true feelings? Oh, I seem to be talking with my emotions now. How very unscientific of me. Seeing the professor trying to hide his embarrassment with a long drink from his glass brings a slight grin to Yuri's face. Something that no one has seen on him for quite some time. Alright. That'll do it for this week. Little bit more build-up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button really hard with your head. And tune in next week, because that is when it all goes down.
Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come away.